Hey, Eli here. Today I want to talk to you about the Rokinon 14mm for the Canon system, R system. It's an RF mount. Can't probably find them new anymore. You're gonna have to search the used market, but I think it's a great bargain. I have used like the 15 to 35, and it's an expensive lens. And as much as I use like the wide angle, I pretty much only used 15 since I have a 24 or 28. And so I have always found it's easier for me to just get a really wide lens that's small, I can throw anywhere in my bag. This does have a larger front element, but they give you a really nice hood that just clips on and locks, which is pretty great. But yeah, I've always found it's easier for me to just have one super wide lens, as wide as I can get. And that way it's just on me. If I need to capture some whole building or a whole room or the ceremony's really tight, then I've got it. I don't use this lens a ton, but when I do use it, it suits me really well. It's good and sharp in the center. You can't always expect a wide angle lens to be sharp on the edges, but if you stop it down, it gets better. But yeah, I think it's a great lens. I'll jump through some images here for you and show you how it's worked for me. And over the last, I don't know, probably had it for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So whenever it came out. Cool. Let's jump in here. And we've got an engagement session here. We're on the R5. And yeah, it's great. I mean, the middle, very little distortion. They don't look warped at all. So you just got to be careful with these lenses and how you use them. Just a landscape photo, really fun for landscape, and I think this lens is plenty sharp. And we're inside of a tent here, or like a greenhouse for a wedding reception. And up here on top of a mountain. Looks like I cropped this at maybe a 16 by 9. Another one there. And yeah, this is where it shines, when you just need to get a bunch of landscape or, full scene. And pretty much always just sticking at 2.8. I'll stop it down when I think necessary, but you're going to start to get some distortion on the edges because it is really pulling. I'm still a ways out, and this is middle of lens, so, it's wide. Of course, I've always take, a 28 mil or a 50 mil of this scene so that I can get a really good portrait of everybody. And so these are just additional photos. And full ceremony. And just cruising through the mountains for an elopement. Up at, yeah, here you can just see all of Crater Lake. Just great. Ceremony site. And here we had a crazy little stormy sunset. And got the rainbow in there. Yeah, just perfect. And then I get this full building as I'm walking in. Maybe I'll do a video on, how I document weddings. And yeah, this will be part of it. I get the full scene as I'm walking in. And yeah, just lots of documentation of what's going on in the day. Ceremony site. Wide angle. It's fun. And right there, band shot. Or concert. I got a waterfall. Another landscape photo. And capturing a ceremony. Scene. Another ceremony. And this was cool. Yeah, 24 was just not wide enough for this scene because I couldn't back up that far. Yeah, pretty rad. And then again, ceremony site, really tight up against a wall. See, I was right there. So come over here, document it from all angles. Crater Lake. Yeah, it was pretty cool here. This cloud's lifted so we could see the lake. We got here, it was all foggy, kind of bummed, and then opened up. And up on top of a mountain for a sunrise session. It's not going to be as sharp as, 24 to 70 or 28 to 70, but still, it's great for documentation. And then a night shot here. Used a little video light on them, just a little tiny pop just to brighten them up and make them pop out. And they had a picnic here probably till around 10 o'clock at night. It's pretty cool. Ceremony. And Smith Rock. And then in Istanbul, just documenting this full scene. They built a dance floor over the pool, and then the Bosphorus is out here on the right. Downtown Istanbul. Hitting the dance floor. This is great to show off the dance floor. Yeah, this is awesome. Just some portraits and the scene here. And their Hennonite. Up to the mountains again. It's got some fun flair. You know, it's not crazy, but it's there. And I wouldn't say it controls the sun flare too much. It does like to wash out. But yeah, I mean, for the price, you know, if you can get it, it's, you know, a lot cheaper than investing in a 15 to 35. Portrait there. This one's awesome. Yeah, this is cool. All the fires in Portland, a bunch of trees died and washed up, and waterfalls. So it's always changing. Downtown Portland. Yep, so cool. That's just a small fraction of images I've taken with it over the last, I guess, year and a half, 2 years. Not really sure how long I've had it, but it's been awesome. You know, I've tried out the 15 to 35, and it's amazing. But as much as I would use that wide end, I find that, you know, not investing that much in one, it's good for me. So, and it's a lot smaller. That's another thing. I'll fit, you know, I'll have 4 lenses and a camera with a lens in my bag, and then a lens on the other side. So that's 6 lenses, something like that, 5 or 6 lenses on a wedding day, plus a GFX in a bag somewhere, lugging around for portraits. But yeah, so it takes a lot of weight off having that smaller lens. But yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you can find one out there, and maybe Canon will, you know, let them start making lenses again for, you know, third-party lenses. But yeah. Hope you have a good one, and thanks for watching.